Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. I posted on Instagram and Facebook this morning that I'm doing a challenge for myself to declutter 20 items for the rest of the year. So today is December 23rd. So I've got the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So 9 days, 20 items a day. So I want to work on a couple different areas in my house. I'm going to write a list of those things, but I haven't done that yet. I know that I want to do some kitchen things. I know that I want to do a couple different school cupboards. The 20 things is going to include everything. So if I go through a box of school papers and I get rid of 20 of them, that counts for my day. So I'm sure many days I'll be getting rid of more than the 20, but I didn't want to put such a high number on it that I felt this is kind of the baseline work. I'll probably do this again with deeper cleaning. But I have been watching The Minimal Mom. You can find her on YouTube, and she's just really inspired me to clean out things. And this is something I do on a regular basis, but I've been watching her recently, so it's been changing things for me. So you can't see it in the film right now, but up above here is the microwave and some cupboards, and I got rid of some leaky insulated cups that we were holding on to, just in case we needed to keep a drink warm, but they don't actually keep drinks warm anymore. We have other cups that suffice, so I got rid of those. I got rid of some cheap sippy cups that the tops had been chewed on by the toddler. We don't use sippy cups extremely often, but it's always, oh, but what if I would want this? Well, because we don't use them, I have my kids learn to drink out of a regular cup fairly early. So they can, occasionally I'll give the 1-year-old, he's now 14 months, I'll occasionally give him a sippy cup with some water in it, but it's not something that's a daily basis. If I had a child who needed to get their nutrition that way, I'd keep them differently. But I keep some around just in case we have a visitor over or whatever. But then I looked at them and I'm like, I wouldn't want to give them this top because it's all chewed on and it's gross. So I got rid of those, got rid of some plastic straws, reusable plastic straws, but ones that had been chewed on that didn't fit in the cups anymore. Some plastic cups from Domino's that we got a year ago that I haven't used. So I cleaned out some cupboards up above where I'm sitting and over here to the right. So I've already gotten rid of my 20 things that are going away today, but I want to tackle these last 2 cupboards, and I thought that I'd kind of show you guys what I'm doing. Again, I was inspired by The Minimal Mom, but I'm not doing exactly what she chose to do. We have a family. If you're new to our channel, it's myself, my husband, and 7 children at home, aging in range from 17 years old down to 14 months old. And so my family's gonna look different than your family. If you're a family who has just 2 kids, you don't need to keep the same amount of utensils that I have to keep. If you're a family of 12 and you entertain a lot, you're gonna have to keep a lot more than I do. Also, I cook from home, me or my daughters cook almost every meal here at home. We don't go out to eat a lot. If you're a family that eats out a lot or eats a lot of microwave food, you don't need to keep the same amount of pots and pans I keep, and you don't need to keep bread pans if you don't make bread. You don't need to keep muffin pans if you don't make muffins. I don't make rice every day. I don't have a rice cooker. I like rice, but we have a method that works for rice, so I'm not gonna buy a rice cooker. Each family looks different. You gotta do what works for you. I am trying to simplify because I find that the more stuff that I have to take care of, the less time that I have to spend on the mission that God's given me to be a ministry to my family, to be discipling my kids, to be loving my husband, to be loving my children, to be able to reach outside my house to love people outside in our community. If I'm taking care of and trying to manage the amount of stuff I have in the house, the more stuff I have, the more time it takes, so the less time I have to do the things God wants me to do. So all of these videos that I make for Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God, I'm trying to show you how I'm using the gifts God has given me, the blessings God has given me to work for His kingdom. And having some of this extra stuff isn't helping. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. I already have gotten this much in the box. That wasn't very graceful. But the stuff that's in here are my spatulas, my scissors. I have a couple pairs of kitchen scissors, our big salad tongs. Can you pick these up and not do this? I don't know if that's possible. A whisk, a can opener, What else? A couple of those spatulas. My pizza, like I roll out pizza dough with this. I use it very often. I actually might replace this soon because this one, we had to glue the top in. My knife sharpener. I hate the sound of knife sharpening, so this is a job my husband or my older girls do. They take them outside and they sharpen them because that noise, just thinking of that noise bothers me. And a lemon squeezer. I think I'm gonna keep this because my husband likes the idea of fresh squeezed lemons, but we don't often have lemons in the house, so this is one of those things I'm thinking about. But other than that, okay, we're gonna go through the drawer. I'm gonna show you what I do. Ice cream scoop. Nobody ever grabs for this. They always grab for a normal spoon, so we're gonna get rid of it. Some of this stuff's going in the trash because it's not worthy of donation. I do have a box here to put donations in, but some of this stuff is kind of old. Okay. Okay. This is one of those things. Leave in the comments whether you would keep this or not. I like the idea of a hand mixer. I don't like the idea of extra stuff in my cupboards, and I very rarely use a mixer at all. I have a big KitchenAid that I pull out maybe twice a month. So I'm not sure whether I keep a hand mixer or not. So I'm gonna put this on my counter. Leave a note in the comments. Okay, I use this a lot. I don't use this as a meat tenderizer. We use it to break up frozen cheese. I get the big bags from Sam's Club and we break up the cheese. So that's going in my save box. These are old and gross. That's why I got the new ones. So the old one can get thrown away. I use my meat thermometer. I'm gonna put it in there carefully. My dough scraper, we make a lot of homemade goods and we do use this on a regular basis. Part of cleaning this out is because I need to get all the toothpicks that have fallen in the cupboard out of here. This is for our Berkey. It's a water filtration system, and this is to prime the pump, so I'm gonna keep that. We use our potato masher to mash potatoes and sometimes to mash bananas when we're making banana bread and stuff like that. We use our pizza cutter often. We use our vegetable peeler sometimes, but we do use it. Okay, this goes on the other end of that thing I used for dough that I was showing you. We never use this end, and it keeps falling off, so that's going in the trash. Here is my other set of kitchen shears. I use kitchen shears for a lot of things. One of the things is to cut up the baby's food so he has smaller pieces, or to cut up pasta, like if we make spaghetti, I can cut that up easily. I like these ones because they come apart and you can wash them easily. Also, cutting up raw meat works well. Okay, got another part of a spatula that I don't have the other part for. A chewed up straw, like reusable, clean, but okay. I do use these sometimes, so I'm keeping these. I have this little tiny ladle that I actually do use sometimes, so I am going to keep that. I don't use it very often, but I do use it. And so now, got another of the Berkey prime things. I've got a couple clothespins. Those are going to go in my other drawer. I have a place for clothespins. So this is one of those things, rather than moving stuff just from one place to the other, put it where it goes in the other drawer. And now I can't find my bag that has clothespins in it. Okay, well, it looks like that got misplaced, so we'll get to that. Hold on, lots of noise. Sorry for that. Okay, it looks like I got emptied. So I'm gonna put these clothespins in the bag. We have to go to that second drawer too, because there's a lot in there that doesn't need to be there. Okay, so now I'm gonna take out all my sharp knives. I do have lots of sharp knives, but we do cook a lot here at home, and a lot of times there's multiple people working. So I'm gonna put all the sharp knives on the counter under the kitchen, sorry, under the camera there. And I will have the girls sharpen those later. I am going to keep this. This was one of the knives that you didn't see. I have an orange knife. Here it is. It's dirty, so I won't put this on. But this orange knife has this sheath, and it actually works out really well for, like, if we're going on a picnic or something. I can take this and get the knife covered so that it doesn't poke anybody, but take the knife for cheese or whatever. So what else is left in here? We've got some plastic straws that were from a long time ago going somewhere. We have an old chopstick. We have some old washers that I don't know what they belong to. I'm going to put them on the counter and ask Mark, but I think they're probably trash. We have some old We have some old rubber bands. It's okay, I don't need you right now. I've got some washers that I don't know where they go. And we've got toothpicks. We've got toothpicks galore. So the story about the toothpicks. We always had toothpicks in my house growing up because my dad so my dad passed away 7 years ago. He used to be a smoker, like a long, long time ago. And he stopped smoking and started having a toothpick in his mouth all the time for like 20 years. He had a toothpick in his mouth. And so we always had toothpicks in the house. So when I was a kid, toothpicks were something normal that came out so that you could have them with an appetizer tray or that type of thing, because we always had them in the house. So I seem to collect a lot of them. And I don't know if you can see inside my drawer from the camera angle.
Yes.
They can? Okay, good. So you see all these toothpicks that are here in this drawer. So these ones are gonna get tossed out. Okay. There we go. Oh. Hold on, I just don't want to knock the box out. It's already really loud. There we go, we can pour those out. The drawer itself is not really that dirty. It just had lots of toothpicks in it. Okay. The other thing I have are some straw brushes. I'll show you my straws in a minute, but those are going down there because that's where they belong. So we're going to put this stuff back in the cupboard. Other stuff might move up here, and I know this is going to be a loud one.
What?
It's loud, I know. But I can actually get to the stuff I need to now. And I do want all of this stuff to stay up here. Can I have a baggie? See, this is where you have people to help run for you and stuff too, so that you don't have to keep getting up and running away from your project. But it's better than just setting everything on the counter and then it being in the way for other people. I don't want to dump these out. Hold on, I'm trying to put it in here. So yes, I'm just trying to clean up the drawers so when the girls open the drawers, they can find the things they need while they're cooking. And people can put stuff away and get stuff out. So, okay, only a couple more things. I think I told you everything that was in here. Oh, pizza cutters are great too for cutting up baby's food. If you have like French toast, you can just go through it with a pizza cutter. It works out really well. So all of this stuff, other than this, is stuff that we use, I'd say at least once a week, probably more often. This thing, do we keep, do we not keep?
What is it?
It's to strain like lemon or limes, but we never buy lemon or limes.
I would never do that. I buy lemon juice by the quart.
We do. We buy the big things of lemon juice. Okay. And I'm still going to keep this because I haven't decided. Oh, this can go into the donation box, even though I probably bought it for $1, so they probably going to charge people more than I actually bought it for. Okay, next drawer. Okay, we have an apple slicer. Do you guys use an apple slicer? My family always had one. I tend to not grab the apple slicer because I find that the core is usually funny in the apple or whatever, and I need a knife to pull out. Mark uses the apple slicer. He loves the apple slicer, and he doesn't understand why I grab a knife to cut the apples instead of this. It's just one of those things that we're different, and it's how it is. So we keep the apple slicer because Mark does eat a lot of apples. So, okay, going through here, I have another thing to sharpen knives. I use both of them, but I'm going to put both of them in another drawer because they don't need to be somewhere that we get into every day. Which drawer? Which drawer do I put them in? I'll put them in the bottom drawer with the onions. Those drawers will get cleaned out another day, but those are things that will actually stay in there. And something else that's in here that we don't need in here is, it's a trivet, but our trivets don't go in this drawer, so we're going to put it down here with the other trivets. Things just get disorganized sometimes. It's not so much of getting rid of stuff as organizing. Okay, Mom, I love you if you're watching this video. This is to peel garlic, and this is to like crush garlic against with oil so you can put it on bread. I don't use these. She gave these to me like a year ago, and I don't use them. So I'm going to get rid of them so somebody else can be blessed and use them. I'm going to donate them because maybe they are looking just for this thing. I just don't use it. So I can bless somebody else with it. Remember that what's not in your house can be a blessing to other people. Okay, I'm going to get out all my straws that are in here. I have a crazy amount of straws. So my mom bought me 6 straws, metal straws, a couple years ago. and we really enjoyed them, which was great. I bought cups. What are they called? Like tumblers that we keep our water in. Everybody has a tumbler and they drink their water out of it every day. And they all came with 2 straws apiece. So now I have like 20 straws in my drawer and we just don't use them because the noise that these make on the bottom of the stainless steel tumbler is a little annoying. And so when the kids just like to make that noise, we just don't let them use the straw in the tumbler. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, so I'm trying to get the straws out. They're stuck in here because things are disorganized. I can't get everything. So I'm gonna take the straws out and I'm gonna set them on the counter because I'm not gonna keep them all in this drawer. So I'm gonna go through and keep the ones that I want. These scissors belong somewhere else. So, Abigail, come here, please. These go in one of the girls' sewing boxes. I'm not sure why it's in here. Can you give those to one of the girls to put away? Because they know where they go. I had these things. Here they are. They're going with the straws because I don't need to keep them all up here. We have a large basement and we keep some extra kitchen supplies downstairs. So I'm going to put these straws in a bag and put them downstairs so that we can use them. I'm not going to get rid of them because I think we will use them in the future. We just don't need them all in the drawer. I might get rid of some of them. I don't know. So that's all going to go over there. Okay. This is something I will keep. If you don't have one of these, it's chainmail. They're very fun to play with, but also they work incredibly well on cast iron skillets. To wash the cast iron skillet and get all the rub off of it. So we have one already on the kitchen sink. This is an extra one we have. I think we bought it in a 2-pack, and so we have the one over there and then we have this one. This is gonna go downstairs to be in our kitchen supplies, but not up here where I touch it every day because we probably won't need to use this for another year or 2 until our other one wears out or whatever chainmail does. Is this something you would like to keep, Daddy?
No.
No, okay. Do we throw it or do we donate it, or I don't know how well it works? Throw it? Okay, so this is a heat sensor thingy that you use for food, but I don't know how accurate it is because it hasn't been working well. And I don't know if it's just the batteries. So, Walmart cozy. We don't use cozies. We don't drink a whole lot of that kind of drink where you'd have a cozy on it. So, I have a whole bunch of syringes. I don't need the amount of syringes that I have in here. I have a top for dish soap. Why is it in my drawer? I have no idea. Throwing away. Okay, I have all kinds of random rubber bands. I have many more rubber bands than this, so the ones that are in here I'm getting rid of. Here's a couple tops for the straws. We'll get to those in a minute. So again, just random stuff that shows up in drawers. I don't know if you have random stuff in your drawers, but okay, another thing. Some people use these, some people don't. Baster. This might even have a crack in it. I don't know. I don't use basters.
We use it for cranberry salad.
For cranberry salad once a year.
For cranberry salad once a year, but this one's cracked, so I don't even know if it'll work for cranberry salad. Okay, I'm throwing it in the trash. I might have to buy another one for cranberry salad. You can get these, I think at Dollar Tree, for $1. So for once a year, I get one and use it for a year or 2 and then it goes away. Because we really don't use them very often. Okay, Naomi, I'm gonna call people while I'm sitting here so I don't have to get up and put the thing away, but they can. Naomi, I'm gonna have you do a job. Oh, Mark said he'll do it. This goes up with our cookie decorating stuff.
She's crocheting and Virginia holding a baby.
Oh, I knew Virginia was holding a baby, that's why I didn't call her, but I didn't know Naomi was actually working on something. They're in the living room, I can see that they're out there, but I can't see what they're doing. I started this video before I knew what they were doing. So I'm now just going through getting rid of the random, well, I'm actually not getting rid of, I'm putting the random big rubber bands in a bag, and I'm putting the, what are they called? Clothespins in a bag that are in here because
Clothespins in the kitchen.
Clothespins in the kitchen? Yes. I use clothespins in the kitchen. They're nice for closing up things. Bags of stuff. Okay. Keep or not keep? I think we're gonna get rid of it because we use it very, very little only because I have it. So we'll donate it. Okay. I'm gonna put this box down because I think I can do this without anything else so you can see what I'm doing. So I have all kinds of measuring cups in here. And I'm trying to just sort them so they're not taking up as much room in the cupboard. They're random measuring cups, and some of them I should probably get rid of because I don't even know what size they are. Hey, I got an idea. So we're gonna take these ones that I don't know what size they are out of the drawer. And we're going to put them in, we have a box of, like a sensory box with oatmeal, or sometimes we'll put dry beans or whatever we have that for some reason isn't food worthy. The oatmeal that we have right now, you can look at a video a long time ago. We had a bad Sam's Club order that when I went to open the bag, when I went to pull the bag out of the box of oatmeal, the entire bag like shot all over the counter. So because it had been open, I didn't want to use it for food, but we put it in the sensory box and the kids use scoops. But I think the scoops that are in the box, I can tell what they are. Like these ones, the thing have all gone off. So if you can go check the oatmeal box while I'm doing this, we can switch them out. Because I like this kind that actually it's imprinted on here, or this one where it's imprinted on here. The ones that have paint wear off really quickly. So if I can switch out the ones that don't matter, I can get back the scoops that actually, yes, the ones that are in there are the ones that match this. And so we're gonna put those in the wash to get washed, and we'll put these other scoops in their bin. There we go. Okay, so that was a good change. This is a 1/3 cup measure. I have a couple of them in here. I don't even know if they say 1/3 cup, but these come in our dry milk that we buy. And so I just know these are 1/3 of a cup and we use them for scooping and measuring. A broken top for something that I don't even know what it is.
That's one of the ketchup bottle ones.
Oh yeah, the ketchup bottle.
Which we don't use.
Okay, so I've got a couple small syringes. I'm gonna keep these for giving medicine, but like this big syringe, it doesn't even have the markings on it anymore, so I can't even tell you where I would put medicine in it. I have a couple funnels. We don't use funnels often, but when you need a funnel, they're very useful, so I'm gonna keep those. Okay, a scoop, I don't know how big that is. We're gonna throw that one away. So now we're gonna come out here. I use these little, so I got these, I think at Dollar Tree, it was a set of 3. And I use them to organize these cupboards, and I might actually grab myself a couple more. Oh, here, I'm gonna put this. These are the directions that go with that garlic thing I'm donating. So I use these to organize in here, and some straws have ended up in here, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Well, not get rid of them, I'm gonna put them over there so I can organize those later. We have more clothespins, lots and lots of clothespins. I use them a lot, but then when they find their way back in the drawer, people don't actually put them in the clothespin bag and all over the drawer. Little bins or bags work well to help organize things, but you do have to go through every month, every couple months, depends on your family, how often you have to go through and organize these things to make sure that the systems you've put in place still work. Whoops, I'm dropping things, so I'll put those up. I will keep this straw because this straw has not been bitten. This is one of the other ones that I got. So, do you guys like these little silicone things that go on plastic, the metal straws? I don't, but some people in my family do. So I'll probably keep a couple of them, but not all of them that are in here. Okay, got more stuff. Where's my bag? I had a bag with syringes. Where'd my bag with syringes go? I don't know. Oh, here it is. It's on the floor. Found it. Mark's standing here like, what are you doing? All that random stuff can go away. That random stuff. Oh, I'm going to keep these because the girls actually use them, so we will wash. Hold on. Need some coffee. I think
they're watching Christina hatch chickens.
Oh, so the kids are out there watching Christina Weisenbaker, the Weisenbaker Homestead. She's a friend of ours, and she has a YouTube channel, her and her husband, and they show us all the things in their homestead. They raise beetles and mealworms for food. They have a whole bunch of chickens that they breed, and they have bunnies. Bunnies! So, check her out if you enjoy that type of thing. So Mark's cleaning out my drawer for me. And I'm going to put a couple syringes into my syringe bag that I found. Okay. Can they see what I'm doing? Because I don't want to just... Mark's the one who can see what's going on behind the camera. So I'm going to take these things out.
I can see where your hands are currently, but not so much your right hand.
Which way do I have to go?
Up.
Up. Okay, so I'm keeping some of the little plastic straw pieces, but I'm only going to keep this many. Any more I find are going in the trash. Sometimes it helps when you're doing this clean out stuff to, sorry, can I have a wet paper towel just to clean out the bottom of this? Sometimes it helps when you're doing this clean out stuff to just get to a certain number and say, okay, if I find more, they're just gonna go away because they're not useful at this point. Or if I find more that aren't labeled or whatever it is, can be helpful. So in this one, I'm going to keep those few pieces of the straws, and I'm also going to keep the big serving spoons and forks. I said that nobody grabs for the ice cream scoop. It's because they tend to grab one of these spoons or forks that we have. So these very large spoons, we have some that are cut out so we can use them for like serving vegetables and things. And then the forks we use for like mixing a big batch of scrambled eggs, mixing up batter is what we use those for. And so I'm going to keep things that have the labels on them. Like I was saying in the other one, if I can't see what it is, it's not useful to me. So I'm going to keep these other ones for the kids to have in their play bucket, but I'm not going to keep it in my cupboard because it gets really annoying to grab at things that I can't tell what measurement it is. Here's another one that I can't tell the measurement. We're going to go over there. I've got this little cute little whisk. I don't know that I've ever used it. Do I keep it? Do I not keep it? That's going in the deliberation pile. So all I have in the deliberation pile right now is this little whisk and the hand whisk. Okay, we got a couple more spoons in here. We're gonna put those there because they just need to get washed. They've been under some other stuff. Okay, we got more measuring spoons that have labels. Have another serving spoon. Have another one that still has its label, so we'll keep that. I need to remember to not buy the plastic ones that the thing wears off. I need to spend the extra few dollars and get the ones that actually have the measurements on it. I know it looks like I have an awful lot of measuring spoons, but we actually cook a whole lot, so it makes sense to have this many. Okay, the stuff in the bottom here has not been used in a while, so it's just really dusty. So I'm gonna give it a good wash. Again, we're gonna throw out syringes and parts and pieces that you can't read the labels on. And those last couple straw pieces, because I said I was going to throw out anything past there. So all of these are getting put back. Ooh, don't fall in the trash. Okay, all of these are getting put back in this little basket. They are all going to go to the sink so they can get a good wash. And I'm going to wash the rest of these spoons while we're at it because they were in here. The ones on top I think were fine. It was just the ones that have been sitting for a long time. But we're going to wash this, and all of the serving spoons and forks will go in this one, and all of the straws and measuring spoons will go in this one. But like I said, that one's gonna get washed. So back in here, we will put the serving spoons. Oh, I need a rag. Our rag cupboard is right underneath. Gonna get some water. Sorry if I made the camera bounce. We have an uneven floorboard right here. So I'm just wiping out the leftover crumbs and stuff that happened to fall in the drawer. The drawer's not really dirty. You can just tell there's the pieces from when the drawer gets open and closed, all of that. So cleaning that out. Up here, we're gonna put the measuring cups back in. And this set of measuring cups. And these measuring cups. You see the drawer's a lot better than it was. We have all the clothespins. We've got a couple more, a couple of the funnels, and a couple of the medicine syringes. I don't even actually need the medicine syringes in here. Medicine syringes can get put over in the medicine cabinet. So I'm gonna do that next. So that's the end of the video. You can see that I got rid of, even in these 2 drawers, more than the 20 things I was planning on doing. I hope that was an encouragement to you. If you want to join me on this decluttering challenge, just share in the comments, what are gonna be your rules for yourself? Someone in my Facebook suggested, I guess there's a challenge of doing like a month, and on the first day you get rid of 1 thing, on the second day you get rid of 2 things. I'd have a really hard time with that because I would have a hard time on the 30th day getting rid of 30 things, because I'm usually really motivated the first day, and I'll clean up a whole bunch of stuff and maybe get rid of 150 things, and by day 30 I've kind of cleaned out all the spots, because I'm just one person. I'm a person who can get kind of obsessive about things and try to do a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what I did today. I'm gonna try to make videos. It might not be every day, but I'll try to make videos of some of the stuff I'm decluttering to hopefully be an encouragement to you as you go through your stuff, and just see God has blessed all of us. If you're watching this, if you're able to watch on internet, you've been blessed with immensely more than a lot of people in this world. And sometimes we think that everything that's put in our path is something that God wants us to have. But sometimes it's something that you can pass on, whether it's through donating to Salvation Army or a local, place that helps homeless people or something like that. Or maybe it's, I think we're getting a package. They're trying to tell Daddy to go outside. Maybe it's someone you know. Oh, I know someone who makes, egg salad all the time and they'd love my little egg thing. It can be a personal thing. Or maybe it's just not supposed to be sitting in your house so that you have to keep moving it around every time you're trying to make food. You're gonna have to make these own determinations for yourself, but sit down in the links if you're joining in on this challenge, and maybe we can all help encourage each other along the way. So thank you for joining us on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.